Hello my loves, it's Charlie Hughes and Sykes with this week's Booze and Bites. This week is a bit of an interesting one. So I was asked to have a look at drinks that might take the place of food. Given the current climate and tier 3, eating ain't cheating. So let's get that straight first. I am not going to suggest that you replace a meal with a cocktail. However, there are times at which you might be, say for example, wanting something lighter as a starter or as a dessert when a cocktail would be perfect. If you don't want a starter, something like a Bloody Mary would be perfect, or a red snapper where you replace the vodka with gin. In fact, a red snapper is older than the Bloody Mary. But that would be perfect as sort of a bit of a palate awakener, start your mouth getting ready for some food. We can also have a look at the opposite end of the spectrum, and if you have a sweet tooth, this is heaven for you. We have the hard shake. So instead of a standard milkshake, you add a bit of booze. Now there are a couple of places that are really good for this, including Brewski on Mosley Street, where they do a lemon meringue pie style milkshake which has vodka in it, and they also do a vanilla milkshake that has bourbon in it. Really good, still nice and rich and puddingy, but actually a little bit boozy. Moving away from that, there's loads that you can do at home. So for example, you could have a look at doing a Prosecco ice cream float. So some berries on the bottom, maybe a little sugar syrup if you want something really sweet, scoop of vanilla ice cream, top it up with Prosecco. What could be easier? Looks really pretty, tastes delicious. You could also go for some really classic cocktails like the Grasshopper. That mixes chocolate liqueur, creme de menthe, and turns it into a creamy, minty, chocolatey, delicious cocktail. You could also go for some other classics, like the White Russian. We mentioned the Black Russian last week, let's mention the White Russian this week. So the White Russian is a really straightforward combination of cream, of vodka, and of coffee liqueur. Mix them all together. It's a bit puddingy, it's a bit like having coffee at the end of the dinner. Perfect. I would also have a look at the Dulce de Tequila. I can't resist adding tequila in because it's one of my favourites. So this is a Reposado tequila, so that's been aged in a barrel rather than the white tequila that you're quite used to drinking in shots. It also includes cognac, Cointreau, lime, and to sweeten it off, agave. Shake it, put it in a martini glass, absolutely delicious. What I'm also going to say is, I've not forgotten those of you who can't do dairy. There are loads of options for alternatives. So in the White Russian, instead of using cream, you could use coconut milk. And other areas such as cream liqueurs, we know full well that Bailey's have a vegan option. So there's loads of choice for you and loads of ways for you to have a play. For me, a cocktail as a pud is perfect. I don't have a massively sweet tooth, and something that's just short, sweet, rounds the evening off is ideal. If you have a go at making any of these, I would love to hear about it. And in the meantime, I will see you next week.